किसी का डिवाइस उठाइए वाला माइक्रोफोन. हाँ, that's good. उसका ये लेवल है उसका. Okay. Test. It is on. This line is not.
So welcome back to the live streaming. The single semi-final between Saravanan Babu of Cleveland, Ohio.
No, you start. Yeah. Okay. You guys are timing, right? Okay. Start time. 11. Set timer. I'll do the timing. I'll do the timing. Okay. Set timer. Set timer. Right. Hey, are you guys both starting at the same time because he can keep a timer for both?
A mouth-watering contest between Deep Joshi and Saravanan Babu. This is, of course, the 28th U.S. Nationals Carrom Championship being held in Compton Plains in the Garden State of New Jersey. The other semi-final is between Ajay Arora of Pennsylvania and Kalyan Macha of Texas. We just saw the first break. At Deep Joshi on the left of your screen with his laser eye focus. And in the commentary box, of course, I'm joined by none other than my partner, Bala Pardasarthi. I want to say a lovely good morning to Bala.
Hello, Doctor. And good morning to you too.
So the stage is set, and we will continue to watch this contest between Saravanan and Deep Joshi. Of course, this is the first board of the first game. Both Saravanan and Deep Joshi deserved winners to get to this final four of this tournament. Deep Joshi probably will just pull a few of the coins towards his base. Actually, he took a nice rebound there. And now he's going to probably cut that coin and see if he can open up a few of the two whites on the side. But he misses that one. Saravanan eyeing his opportunity. A very fast player ordinarily. Deep Joshi, a very calculated player, generally takes his time as well. Those two coins, Bala, are a little tricky, and all Saravanan did there was just to loosen them up for his next turn.
Let's see, this is still very early in the game. Let's see who settles down fast, because anybody who takes an early lead can have a huge competitive advantage. It's early in the morning, early in the game, but it is a marathon for sure.
Every miss counts at this level of the championship, and Deep is going to go for that cut and bring the striker back to loosen up a couple of those coins in the circle.
Is it too early to call that a deep cut?
I knew it was going to come at some point, and I would like to know if Deep would be amused by that or not. That's a question that we might ask him later on, Bala.
We'll see.
And there was a nice cut there by Saravanan. And the right side for Saravanan, there's a coin sitting close to the pocket, but let's see the precision. Beautiful. A press shot, and what a lovely shot. And he brings the queen to his home, and those are the kind of shots that win you boards.
Queen
and
confirmed by Saravanan Babu.
one more coin for Saravanan to take in lead in this
Four
game
white
as he
Carrom men
has
on the board.
7
To
points
Saravanan Babu.
for Saravanan on the very first. So the first board is over, guys. Welcome to all of you who have just joined us. This is the semi-final between Saravanan Chandrababu and Deep Joshi. Saravanan has taken the early lead, 7-love, in this tournament. As Saravanan is racking up his second board. Saravanan to break. And Bala, the first board, Saravanan looked pretty confident.
He did. It's if I were Deep, I would buckle up soon and slow the man down. You don't want a player like Saravanan to take an early lead.
Board number 2 will be starting.
First game.
Welcome to all of you who have just joined us in this broadcast. I'm joined by Bala Parthasarthi in the commentary box at Pompton Plains in New Jersey. And a nice break there, Bala.
Absolutely. Saravanan is known for his attacking style, and he seems supremely confident this morning here.
Yeah, I had a nice chat with Saravanan this morning, and he seemed relaxed, ready to go, Bala.
Queen confirmed by Saravanan Babu.
Those 2 coins in the middle of the circle at the moment, Bala, would be... But on that occasion, he missed that, Bala.
Yeah, these hand coins, they appear to be super simple.
Deep now looking at his options. Probably going to cut the lower of the 2 blacks. Well done. Deep takes his time, measured approach. Bring the black to his... Oh, lovely cut there.
What a shot. One of the best cuts we have seen in this game so far.
You're going to see a very high level of Carrom play here. They will try and take straight coins, obviously, whenever they are available, but they'll always try and do things that will make their next move somewhat easier. And that was a calculated stroke because 2 white coins, Bala, for Saravanan were relatively easy, and now with that one shot, he has made them tougher.
Absolutely. All you need is one of your opponent's coin to be difficult and in a slightly difficult position for you to have that tiny bit of an opportunity to get back in the game.
Deep has one coin that he can play, that cut right now, and maybe... what a cut, my goodness.
These cuts are insane.
And now is this going to be a cut and pull shot, Bala?
Most likely.
No, he just went for the rebound. He wanted to leave the black in Saravanan's base as a potential defense.
That's right, Doctor. You can already see the style of play. Saravanan plays very aggressive, very offensive style where he prefers to blast the board wide open. And Deep, on the other hand, he prefers to take a more tactical approach. He's cautious, even though he goes for big shots. He also pays a little bit more attention to the position on the board.
While Deep is playing, can you share with our YouTube audience all the achievements Deep has had at a young age?
Absolutely, Doctor. Deep Joshi, who currently resides in Seattle, Washington, originally hails from Mumbai, India, and he used to play in the professional Carrom circuit from a very young age. And he is the proud title holder of being one of the youngest junior national champions in India. He has moved to the US a few years ago, and slowly he is getting back into his old glory days. That was a nice attempt. Not entirely unsuccessful. It was a dual attempt. He wanted to take the black and make the white difficult for Saravanan. He succeeded in the second objective of making that white difficult, but at this moment,
It's an interesting position. Two coins, and is Saravanan going to go for the?
I think he's just going to push it to the side. Oh, that was a white. Okay.
And two rebounds for Deep Joshi.
Beautifully done. And he's going to go for the cut.
Second one obviously not a rebound. This is going to be a cut, as Bala just told you.
Two white Carrom men on the board, 2 points to Deep Joshi.
That was precise, just the right speed and just the right angle. And just like that, Deep Joshi is back on the scoreboard, even though Saravanan took a fairly big lead early in the game. I think Saravanan wanted to assert his dominance very early, but Deep Joshi, being as experienced as Saravanan himself, is unfazed by the attacking style of Babu.
One of the things, Bala, I noticed on that board is even though Saravanan started off very well, the way Deep came back in that particular board tells us about his confidence.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's something that separates the amateurs from the champions. These guys, they have what we call as the match temperament.
Absolutely, you're 100% correct. And the way he displayed those deep cuts, and I know you like to keep saying that, deep cuts, but they really were outstanding. And of course, Deep Joshi, as Bala mentioned to you earlier, has received accolades from none other than the President of India.
First
At
game,
that,
third board, Deep
I believe
Joshi
at
to
the age
break
of
scored
11?
2 against 7.
Yes, he was
Play.
11 when he won the sub-junior title in India, which is an extremely hard thing to do given how competitive the environment there is. And in addition to that, there is a very unique fact about this young man. He's named in the Limca Book of World Records for being the world's youngest MBA degree holder. He got his MBA degree at the very young age of 11 as well.
Queen
So,
confirmed by Saravanan
clearly an
Babu.
overachiever.
A very accomplished young man. And of course, the Carrom fraternity is so proud to have youngsters like Deep Joshi, who not only have made a name for themselves, but encourage other youngsters, other youth. But there was a rare miss by Deep.
And doctor, since you are the expert here, you are the doctor, let me ask you, that was clearly a miss in his rhythm, right? So the striker stopped short. Any analysis or any theories on why that happens? And if I may also ask a follow-up question, is that particularly a problem in the sport of carom, or is it a general problem affecting all athletes in any field?
I think the every stroke that we hit on the carom board has to be 100% correct, and slight alteration that would be demonstrated would result in the coin not going in the pocket. Now, it is a muscle memory, and the whole act of flicking the finger on the striker, touching the coin, going to the pocket is all your motor system control. It's a very complex thing. If I knew that, I probably would win the Nobel Prize for medicine. But I'm not in the running, and it is a very difficult thing to explain
Time out.
to our audience on the YouTube channel. But it happens to the best, where some of your strokes are not in sync with some of the other strokes. And it's like when you walk, Bala, normal walk, sometimes some of your steps are not like you feel like you're going to trip or something like that. It is not always methodical and organized. So it was a one-off thing, and I don't think Deep would think too much about it. But to answer your question, I don't have a good answer for you, but maybe some theories.
What a shot that was. Thank you for those amazing insights, Doctor. It was certainly useful. An unfortunate miss by Deep.
What does Saravanan do with this? Look at that
Oh,
shot.
brilliant.
We spoke about Deep Joshi, and then the next question obviously would be, what about Saravanan Chandrababu? Well, the name itself represents everything, doesn't it, Bala?
Oh, it certainly does. He is the most celebrated carom player in all of North America, having won this particular title, the US national title, record 11 times. Let's get back to the board here. Deep has one difficult white coin that is stuck to his right hand side frame. Saravanan is looking at a relatively straightforward finish, even though there is a slightly difficult coin on the rebound. That was a valiant attempt.
He was trying to just make it simpler, wasn't he?
I believe he was going for the shot to his bottom left by playing a very advanced dual frame shot. That was a missed double touch, but a safe shot to play.
One white carom man on the board, 4 points to Saravanan
In
Babu.
favor of Saravanan as he moves on to 11. In favor of Saravanan Chandrababu and 2 for Deep Joshi. Now that one coin that was stuck on the right side of Deep Joshi
to the game now. Board number 4 in progress.
For those of you who just joined us and saw that graphic, this is the first time ever that I can recall seeing a graphic of player statistics. And even though Bala doesn't like his name to be mentioned too many times, I'm going to take this opportunity to congratulate him to bring this new feature on this broadcast on the YouTube Carrom channel of US Carrom Association. Bala, that was a brilliant graphic that you showed, and people now have an idea that these two have been playing with each other. They've played 5 times against each other, and we have some statistics to go by. So thank you, Bala.
Thank you, Doctor. Our goal here is to professionalize the sport of Carrom, and these kind of assisting the viewers with background information and statistical information and analytical data about the participants and about the sport goes a long way in helping viewers follow the game and also helps popularize the sport itself, which is our ultimate goal.
So 11-2 in favor of Saravanan, board number 4. And that was a good attempt to dislodge the white, didn't go too far. And he wanted to make room for the red for the next shot, but he misses the white, Saravanan.
That's right. And here's a classic example, Doc. Saravanan, he clearly had the opportunity for a finish, but as I was saying before, he does have a tendency to throw caution into the wind. He doesn't really play with, I don't think he believes in having insurance. Like, he wants to go for it, open it up, I'm going to go for the kill, come what may. And Deep, on the other hand, is always trying to ensure that there is some level of insurance.
And that's a rare miss. Bala, we just saw a rare miss by Saravanan on that occasion.
Could it prove expensive? Beautiful cut.
He's going to leave the red for later. And another nice cut. The coins that Deep Joshi just took, by the way, they look simple on this Carrom board, but they are tough coins. And a head cut for the red, and he makes it successfully. And now the finish.
Queen confirmed by Deep
So
Joshi,
a board,
white
Bala,
caramel
that I
on the board,
thought,
5 points
where
to
Saravanan
Deep Joshi.
clearly had the upper hand, where he could have run away on that board, ends up coming in Deep's favor. Tell us about that.
Exactly, Doctor. So what it goes to shows us is every single mistake is penalized. Your opponent is only one turn behind you. Right? You can't afford to make any mistakes in this game, not at this level, not in this playing field.
When you look back at this particular board that we just saw, that press shot to open up the red, he missed that white, and then he missed another white. So 2 misses, and Deep Joshi capitalizes.
That's right. Yeah. So 2 is 1 too many already.
So 11-7. So far, so good for Deep, you think?
I'm not sure if it is good for either players yet.
First game, fifth
Surely
board,
Saravanan
Deep Joshi
is
to
used
play.
to taking
Score
gigantic
7
leads very early in the
Yes,
game, and I'm sure he's not super happy about not being able to extend this lead too much just yet. And Deep must be happy that he's able to play a tight game and keep Babu in check and not have to face a runaway train.
Well, Deep is getting some of those whites on the board. Bala, do you think that statistic that you showed on the slide earlier would have entered Deep's mind before this match?
Well, if I were in his shoes, it most certainly would. But these guys, as we were discussing earlier, what separates them from the pack is their temperament. They know how to deal with past failures. They don't cry over spilt milk. They learn from their experience and they apply those learnings for the future and they move forward.
Saravanan clearing up some of the straightforward black. This time he went for a cut, but he wanted to leave that black in the center because he wanted to block the red and the white close to deep.
That was an unfortunate double due. Nice shot, but tad too fast.
Le.
Is he going for a double on the cannon? A good try, a safe shot. Even if you miss, it just stays close to the pocket. Easy for you, making the opponent's life just a tad more difficult.
I think that, Bala, what you said is so important. There were two difficult coins. He attempted those, but both of them for his next turn are relatively easy.
Exactly. Not just that, it also ended up being a block for Saravanan. That's the insurance that I was referring to. He's always ensuring that there is a safety net. He doesn't care if he doesn't finish in this current turn. He's like, okay, I want to make sure I get one more turn. But Saravanan, on the other hand, he wants to finish when he gets the striker. He does not believe in next turn. Such a classic difference between these two gentlemen here.
And on that slide you mentioned,
oh my God, what a shot!
Good shot there. He did have that one point. The last point on that slide was attacking and defense. That is how these two players have a different mindset, and it is we can clearly see that when they play as well. Defends the red, Saravanan.
I wonder if Saravanan
is sitting on the right of your screen and Deep Joshi is sitting on the left of your screen. And that was a nice shot by Deep. Going for a head cut. But really no harm done. He's got two relatively straightforward whites on his left side of his home or the base. And the rare miss by Deep Joshi on that occasion. And Saravanan now has two thumb coins. And then his main issue is going to be the red and the black. And now he's going to probably push through. No, he's not. He tried, but he did not succeed. Does that give an opening for the red, for the queen, for Deep Joshi? Let's find out. Looks like Deep is going to not touch that for now, but now he's going to attempt. And he missed that, and that should allow Saravanan to finish this board and get 6 points as he will now move on to 17. Saravanan 17 to 7 of Deep Joshi. So the attacking style of Saravanan clearly evident. Deep Joshi, of course, playing to his full potential as well. This is the first game, the fifth board. This is a best of 3 in the semi-final. The other semi-final is between Ajay Arora and Kalyan Machav. Ajay Arora from Pennsylvania and Kalyan, of course, the star from Texas, the rising star from Texas. As we continue to watch live on the YouTube channel of the US Carrom Association. This match between Saravanan Babu and Deep Joshi. Of course, as usual, I'm joined by Bala Parthasarthi in the commentary box. Bala, of course,
First
the
game shift
president
mode.
of US Carrom
Saravanan Babu
Association
to
as
break
well. And this is
score
a tournament
17
of many
against 7.
firsts. You're going to be seeing some
Play.
statistics on your screen, which we have never seen before. The innovations plenty, Bala. It was a rare break miss.
That's right. Speaking of statistics, some of what we may see later today is information on how often things like these happen. How often do these players? How does it compare? How many unforced errors does each party make historically? Right. So those kind of things can often be indicators of how they are likely to do in the future as well. Just makes the thing watching these sports a bit more interesting.
I mean, every sport we have statistics. If you look at cricket, whether you're a batsman or a bowler, you want your statistics and how you have fared against certain other players. All of these count, and Deep Joshi and Sarvanan have played against each other competitively in tournaments 5 times, and Sarvanan clearly has the edge, having won 4 out of those 5 times. So that is information actually I did not know, and Bala, of course, doing all his diligent work behind the scenes, has come up with some good statistics for all of you to understand and appreciate.
So very interesting situation on the board right now. Just look at the distribution of the coins. How many coins are in Deep's half, and how many are in Saravanan's half?
True, and that was perhaps a shot that Deep might regret, because now the queen.
Beautiful shot. The shot you just watched is called a rolling shot. Saravanan executes it perfectly.
And this is something that keeps coming to bother Saravanan Babu.
So one thing that viewers may not notice, there is a reason why Saravanan missed that red. It's because of not having enough space near his baseline. It's very important for players to pay attention to these details when they learn the game, because certain players, the way they grip the striker, requires more real estate to put their hand. And in Saravanan's case, it's very much true. When he plays that right hand base coins, he needs more room to put his palm, otherwise he would do a foul. So he was trying to avoid the foul and paid the price. Well, that was lucky.
He just kissed the red, the queen, and now Deep Joshi has a easy path for his queen.
He attempted to release that black to make an easy cover, but unfortunately it was a bit too hard.
Queen confirmed
Sometimes I
by
wonder,
Joshi.
was that shot necessary, Bala, to release it?
At this level, I think, in terms of patterns, these guys are not even consciously thinking about it. You see a pattern, you've done this so many times, you are automatically going to react in a certain way. And my assessment on that is most of the players, advanced players, would indeed do that, because that's how you keep your turn. Take one, release one, take one, make one difficult for the opponent. There's always a dual intent. What next?
But sometimes, you wonder that, you made your. Of course, there's always a risk-reward theory for every stroke that you play, right? And when you have a result where your coin goes in a undesirable position, then you said, "My God, why did I do that?"
Absolutely. And you stole my words right out of my mouth. Risk versus reward. That's exactly what it all boils down to.
I think I've done commentary with Bala enough that I'm going to steal a lot of his words. That's a lovely shot there by Deep Joshi.
And here we go, one more attempt on the deep cut.
Last coin. Again, the pressure of last coin. It took a little extra time, and I like that. Is he going to play defense or is he he's going to play defense? Brink is in his base.
This is a classic example of why speed control is the most important factor in a single coin defense. And now the white is not exactly defensible, so he's going for the black.
Is this a 50% coin?
About so.
One white carom
50% for you and me,
4 points to the
almost 100% for Deep, apparently.
It is 20% for me. Maybe 50-60 for you, Bala. But good comeback by Deep Joshi as he's reducing the deficit. Now trailing by 6 points. So he's at 17 is Saravanan Babu and 11 for Deep Joshi.
Not an entirely bad position to be in. He's well within striking distance, so it's still anybody's game.
And it is Deep Joshi to strike. This is the 7th board. So it's 7th and the 8th board that we will be witnessing now. Of course, this is the semi-finals between Deep Joshi and Saravanan Babu. We are in Pompton Plains, New Jersey at the 28th US Nationals Carrom Championship. I'm Dr. Nilesh Mehta, joined by Bala Pardasarthi, who is not only my co-commentator but also the president of US Carrom Association. As the referee just asking Deep Joshi to adjust a few things to make sure that the red coin is in the center, covering the red.
Here we go. This board is going to be the key one. That's going to determine the outcome of this set number 1.
And I think it's a good break, and he has pulled 2 blacks on his base, and that will certainly give him some confidence as well. Nice cut and pull attempted by Deep Joshi on that occasion. And Saravanan now has some work to do in this particular board. Misses that coin. The red is open for Deep, and he certainly would want that to decrease the deficit for the next board. And Deep clearly realizing the fact that the next break will be Sarvanan's break. So now he pockets the queen and comfortably covers the queen as well. So that certainly will put some pressure on Saravanan as well. And Deep has one difficult coin after this one. And of course, the pressure mounting on that occasion as he missed that. Saravanan aim here will be to try and reduce as many coins as he can. But he plays defense. A good move by Saravanan. Saravanan, of course, the 11th-time US Nationals Carrom champion, and that was a rare miss by Saravanan. Let us see if Deep is going to nudge the black to open up the next shot. No, he's just going to take it simple. And now look for options. Try and play a turning shot forcefully. Push the striker on that occasion and see if he can get the white in. Good attempt, but unfortunately for him, the black went in. At this point, it certainly looks like Deep can get some points here to make his cut, and he does. He does wonderfully done there on that occasion. So it all comes down to the last board now, guys. This is the first game of a 3-game set, and Deep has just taken the lead, 18-17. Saravanan to break, 1-point deficit between these two. Brilliant comeback by Deep Joshi here in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. And it is Saravanan to break. And it all comes down to this last board, the 8th board of this very first game of this match between Saravanan Babu of Ohio against Deep Joshi from Seattle, Washington. And the break will be crucial for Saravanan. I have the ultimate pleasure in welcoming a very dear friend, excellent Carrom player himself, in the commentary box. My friend Murli from the city of Dallas.
Hey, glad to be here. What a cliffhanger this has been. 17 and 18 and 7 break and characteristic miss, and we have seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, a great comeback by Deep Joshi. Deep, of course, was trailing, and the last couple of boards he has made amends and certainly come back. Yes, Saravanan has made some crucial mistakes which have cost him a couple of boards ago, but now it is all about the last board, Murli.
I think who blinks first at this point looks like the advantage is in favor of Saravanan at this point. And he has 3 insurances to go with it. Deep has to.
So at a personal level, have you enjoyed the tournament, Murli?
Oh, amazing it has been. The quality of the game keeps growing, and the quality of the players has improved so much in the United States. We're pretty much a threat to anybody in the world at this point. And
confirmed by Saravanan Babu.
Saravanan is cleaning up.
Covered the red?
He finished. Yeah, he took the queen. That's a uncharacteristic miss. Is this an opportunity for Deep, Nilesh?
Yeah, he, like you said, he has Saravanan would feel somewhat comfortable right now because he does have that one defense deep in his base.
Deep, as in Deep Joshi in his base.
You said that, I did, Murli. He's good at these cuts. Deep doesn't miss those.
That is a lovely play. I think that is intentional, and he made sure that there is
to block the pocket.
Yes, and now Saravanan has his job cut out for him, don't you think?
And that changes the dynamics of this board immediately.
Absolutely, just as one stroke, and I thought he was going to be pocketing that, but that was a very, very clever move. I think it was timed out, or his arm went out. I think that was a foul call. What?
Yeah, he definitely misses his turn.
No, why?
I think it may have been the arm, like you said, his elbow was inside the board, perhaps. And this time he's more cautious.
But is there no foul that comes out? I didn't keep pace with that one. But
we are in a different room, just so that all the viewers on the YouTube channel understand that we are not close to where the action is. We are in the next room, so we cannot hear the referee's referee calls. But once we find out, we will certainly bring it to you. Oh.
That was a very, very nice attempt with an insurance at hand. So I'm not so sure. White. Oh, that's a
Lovely shot.
That's what champions are made of, and they're fighting for the championship, no less.
It's good
That
defense
was a
as well.
beautiful move. I don't think he still has a play on it. Depends on what Deep is going to do with this one. He'll secure. He just kept that intact and got his other blacks out. I think Saravanan will be focused on making sure it's a tie because he got the queen, and he's. Oh, it is Deep is ahead.
Deep is ahead by 1, and Deep has the queen.
Oh, this is very, very interesting. Who blinks first? I've said that often, but I do feel it. That's a very nice one. Now, how does Deep secure?
Well, I think he knows that Saravanan has 2 easy wides, so he has to do something to disturb the 2 wides. And I think the referee is intervening here. We cannot hear the referee.
First game in favor of Deep Joshi.
What happened?
They just announced that the first game is in favor of Deep Joshi. And we are going to find out
what actually happened there. I guess somebody conceded, I guess.
Madhu, did you finalize?
In favor of whom?
Deep Joshi.
First set, over set.
We're trying to figure out. So whoever was leading at that point got the board, got the game, and that was Deep.
Score was equal, so 2 whites, 2 blacks, so 0 difference. And Deep was winning for 18-17 in this. So one
Because timer on the 45 minutes for the board, right?
45 minutes.
So here is the update. So you are wondering what happened to the first game, or
Second
the first
game,
set
first
of
board,
the best of 3 sets.
Saravanan Babu to
At that occasion, and Deep had 2 difficult coins,
Right.
2 blacks on the board. But the rules are 45 minutes hard stop.
Yeah.
So
But
here's
these are something which is reiterated many a time during in terms of the rules for the tournament is well established, well repeated.
Saravanan Babu
I think everybody is on board.
Yes, play.
But for us, the audience, this hard stop does kill us a little bit
Yeah.
and robs the fun away.
and you can just see that after a disappointment like that, you see the break that Saravanan just had. Very uncharacteristic. He missed that break, and this is the time for Deep Joshi to pounce on the Tiger from Cleveland.
You bet. I think that was a super nice game, as you said, Dr. Nilesh. It was quite a fight back by Deep, having been in deep in trouble, and then clawing his way back with some quality shots on display.
And these matches are also very important, Murli, because the World Cup is coming up in the month of November
Yeah.
of 2024. A historic moment for U.S. Carrom Association, and you, of course, are one of the office bearers of the International Carrom Federation. So a big moment for you, Murli, as well.
Absolutely, and for the game itself, as well as what we're trying to accomplish and trying to make Carrom a global sport in the United States as well. The infrastructure is set, the competition is being brought live countries, and I think it's something. It's going to be a feast for Carrom lovers, as well as for the game as a whole. As you're watching this, it looks like it's being hastened up. It's not actually. We are having some connectivity, but it is being played at a much slower pace.
We're getting a bit of a lag.
Yeah, there is a lag there. Correct.
But while you are watching the game, I get to quiz the master here next to me, Murli, about some of the moves that these players make. And also, talk to you about the World Cup coming up, because that's a big event. The World Cup of cricket is happening in the month of June, and the World Cup of Carrom in the month of November, Murli.
What a feast! What a feast! And all this in the United States. I mean,
Exactly.
for if you're a person of Asian origin, in cricket is in your blood and it's your mantra. This is going to be a feast of 2024.
I also like what I see from Saravanan, because he has put on a bit of a defensive head here. When he had some coins open, he did go for a defense against Deep Joshi. So this is a nice board, the first board of the second game. The first game going in favor of Deep Joshi, as a hard stop was called and Deep won by 1 point.
Or a cat's whisker.
Or Katzwitska.
Queen confirmed
Lovely
by
shot.
Saravanan Babu.
Beautifully executed couple of shots. And this is when we
The vintage?
see.
Are you saying the vintage Saravanan back?
You can call it vintage, or you can say
7
beast
points
mode.
to
So what you just saw, that was a classic, beautiful, world-class finish by King, the king of your Carrom, Saravanan Babu, 13-time or 11-time champion, a GOAT for sure. I mean, in which sport is it not great to have won it 11 times
Yeah.
in
And
the past 20 years?
and in your previous round, you competed against Saravanan, so you have just come off the carom board having played with Saravanan. And when you play against Saravanan, if you had met Deep Joshi before the game, what tips would you have given him?
I did talk to Deep about it. I noticed a few things. Can you stop a tsunami? You can't. So your best bet is to take safety measures. You build your defense mechanisms in a way that you can see if it can reduce the speed of the tsunami a little bit. But clearly Saravanan Babu had a lot of tricks in his bag, great confidence, great posture, and he really has an amazing game.
Deep and Saravanan both have been playing some defense, and
That just popped out. Was it a little bit of nervousness, or I thought that we had space to make it shot back?
the stroke was a little firmer than what he would have liked.
Going back to your question, Dr. Nilesh, it does become difficult to stop somebody who is an offensive maverick. So you do need to have a significant defensive strategy.
One of the things, Murli, I have seen some players do and employ as a strategy is, when it is their turn against Saravanan, they deliberately take a little extra second or two, because what happens is you have 15 seconds for each stroke, and rather than playing at 8th or the 9th second, you just take a couple of deep extra breaths and get into the mind of Saravanan Chandra Babu. And I have seen that being employed successfully as well.
That's a great point you make, and this is defensive strategies need not necessarily be on the board. It is mind works as well, and surely some of the things that people try to deploy, and let's watch this crucial play from Deep.
And there was a nice release also by the previous shot.
Foul.
And a foul is called on Deep Joshi. And Saravanan gets to put one wide on the board.
I'm sure, Dr. Nilesh, you did probably talk about the profiles of each of these semi-finalists.
Yes, we did. Bala Yeah, Bala and I, when we started off this broadcast on this YouTube channel, we did talk about Deep Joshi's accomplishment. The guy is barely 25 and he's been playing since the age of 6, and he got an award from the President of India, Murli.
What else? Wait, this is quite something.
I haven't even come within 10 miles of the President of India. Have you?
Absolutely not. And can you remind the viewers and me what was that award from the president about?
Well, he won the Junior Nationals India title in practicing and playing with his brother Neil Joshi. Neil, of course, a very accomplished player himself, but Deep won that junior title, and the President of India gave him the award, and he was amongst the who's who of the athletes at that time, and to be sitting at the tender age of 11. Murli, do you remember when you were 11?
No, I didn't even have anything going for me, and most of the viewers would probably feel the same. I also, I'm not sure in the profiling if you had covered this. Did you know that Deep Joshi is in the Guinness Book of World Records as
Yes,
well?
yes. Balaka covered that MBA,
Hmm.
that he got an MBA, and certainly he has a lot of accomplishments outside the world of Carrom, and those are quite deep.
There we go again. Deep is such a fun name, and I think that enables the play of words, and this is a crucial part of the board. And Saravanan makes
I'm sure that when his parents named him Deep, it was for a different reason, not because Murli and Nilesh would use the word deep in every
Deeply.
conversation. It is all talking about the diya, the light,
Absolutely.
and that is what it is. And here is the final coin that Deep is attempting.
And a very well crafted
on the board.
board for the Joshi. I think he got 2 points. I remember
5 points to Joshi.
Saravanan getting the queen earlier
So
in the board.
5 in favor of Deep.
So it was the queen in favor of Deep as well. I think we'll go back to this third board. It seems to be heating up.
Second game, third board.
It does become a cat and mouse game. We can get pretty technical if you guys want to here in terms
Score
of the
7
options that the
against
players
5.
have, the mind of the player. You sit tall. It's board number 3, strike to Saravanan in in set number 2
Right.
of the best of 3 sets in the semi-final game of the 28th U.S. Nationals, a prelude to the selection of the World Cup team.
Yes, and we'll talk more about that in a moment as we enjoy this break from Saravanan. This time it's a successful break, unlike the
ruffled one on the first break.
Yeah. Saravanan, when he gets into his rhythm, is an absolute treat to watch. He's a player where I would spend money to go and watch, just like I would pay money to watch a Virat Kohli cover drive.
Oh, you said it. I totally would do the same too. I think he will try to open up the bunch in the middle. That's softly done to make sure Deep doesn't have any opposition. I think one of the pockets for Deep has been covered with the white there on the floor. That's a pretty good defensive move. It is not that Saravanan has a good next set of steps, but definitely puts Deep in a deep quandary.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Saravanan would have not one wide cut. Depending on what Deep does here, he's going to go in the gap and trying to turn the white away.
That's very well played. If you look closely, that's a beautiful pair opening up one side of the board for Saravanan. He was hoping the queen would come down. I think it's sort of evenly poised. It depends on what Deep does with this touch release on the base of the coins.
You're absolutely right. This particular turn is important.
He missed it, but it's a pretty nicely done. The effect is what I think he wanted.
And
Is ensuring that Saravanan doesn't have a way to finish that board. I think Deep has his work cut out for him. He would pocket those few of his blacks. It's a nice connection. Is he going to free up the base coin or perhaps not? I think he'll probably bring it back after he's done with his. He puts himself in a spot out there because Saravanan has at least 2 of the 3 coins open, and he'll be perhaps opening up the other part of the board as well. That's beautifully done. This is the defensive mindset we were talking about. When it comes
he really
to blocking
played that well.
pockets.
He really played that well. You're absolutely right, Murli.
That the character is a miss. He would definitely, Deep would not want to leave the
He's
coin there.
going to touch the red to open it up for the
No.
next shot.
No. I would think, yeah. I think he needs to take that out of the equation. That white, I'm not sure what his plans are. I think that's a big mess because Saravanan has the queen, the white, except the white at the top of the table.
Ooh, that was tough. That was rough.
No.
He's trying to defend that, but
It almost went in. Deep's turn. Nicely done. Deep is going to make sure Saravanan cannot
Win
complete
confirmed by
this
Deep
board.
Joshi.
I think Saravanan is in a bad position on his left side of the board at the top. That's beautifully done. I think the advantage of, did he say 25? Deep was 25 years old.
yeah, he's 25 is what I recollect. And
I thought Saravanan was going to double that. Looks like
he's going to play the home shot and then pull the black out. Instead, he misses it completely.
Yeah.
So Saravanan moves on to 9.
I think
There was a miss that will hope it doesn't come back to haunt.
if I was playing the semifinals in the US Open in 28th, and it's the championship day where all the finals are being telecast live to you all. Thank you for joining us, whoever is watching it. This will also be recorded for posterity's sake. Having said that, if I was 25 and I'm playing semifinals in the nationals of any game, my throat would probably run dry.
Absolutely. I mean, and again, look at the confidence of a young Deep Joshi. I mean, he's a kid, and he's in the semifinals. He's in the top 5 of the rankings of the United States Carrom Championship. Of course, one of the candidates to potentially represent the U.S. national team.
And he's already done that once,
He has,
at least.
yeah. So
That was in Korea. I was with him in Korea. It was a lovely outing for us. We ended up at 5th best. And then in Korea. Hey, let's remind ourselves again that Deep, this is the 4th board that Deep had to strike. And Deep is trailing 5-9 in the second set of the best of 3 sets in the 28th US Nationals here in New Jersey. I think Saravanan's defensive ploy did not work there, given what we typically call the bomb shot opportunity for Deep. Deep is quite calm and collected as we speak. Is potentially going to use the bomb shot after playing this pair. he can potentially finish the board right here, Dr. Nilesh. He decides to go soft on it.
Soft.
It's a fourth board, second set. He's trailing behind.
This could be the head cut that could make a difference, but he missed that.
Mm.
Sometimes you play the head cut just to bring the coin in your base and still loosen up the bunch. Not necessarily all the time go for it, right, Murli?
That's absolutely true, and I think he was probably undecided at that point. I think this opens up the queen for deep. That's nicely done. No fuss. He misses an uncharacteristic queen follow. Queen comes out in the middle. This is again the fourth board of the second set. Deep is trailing, is playing white. Saravanan Babu is playing black from his board. And the bunch is going to be open. It's nicely done. It's a defensive ploy in general. At some point in this turn, Deep needs to take away the queen from the base. Saravanan base. I think he will take his few straight points.
You know what makes it? They make it look so easy. Straight coins on certain occasions, particularly crunch times, can be extremely difficult. So maybe it might be easy for Deep Joshi and Saravanan Babu and Murli to take those straight coins. But believe me, when you sit on the carrom board, what you see is not what you get.
You're making it sound pretty accurate, I guess. Having said that, I thought it was a big mistake on Deep's part not to have perhaps taken care of the queen directly in the previous turn. He's exposed himself. Yes, the 3 coins he's left with. He'll probably have 2 of the 3 going. I think it's a bad. I mean, it's an opportunity to miss for Deep.
After this coin does Deep, I was going to ask a question to you, Murli. Does he ever finish that white in the center? But now it's 3 blacks and
Nerves of Steel is what you definitely need. Man of Steel as well. I think that is an ambitious. Not really ambitious. Probably he would make that cut release any time. It is just the position of the game is pretty. That's a pop out.
a little firmer stroke than what he might have wanted, perhaps.
I think it's the occasion. It is.
So when you say pop out, do you think it is because of the newer boards that
Two white
somehow
Carrom on the board,
good finish
5
there by
points for
Saravanan?
Saravanan.
I'll come back to the question with Murli in a second as we now see the second game of this 3-game set between Deep Joshi and Saravanan Chandrababu. But while they are getting ready, Murli, my question is that when you have a brand new board, do the pockets somehow make the coin kind of come back when you hit it a little firmer stroke? Is that any truth to that, or is it just old wives' tale?
I will err on the side of the old wives' tale this time. See, every playing surface is made from the very same process, but the materials used is also the very same. There's some standardization there, but I guess when it's shipped, there's a lot of standard temperature, pressure conditions that come on play, and it's just that it could be the force that the player is using in terms of the popping out, or it could be the hole itself. It's not popping out all the time. It's probably 2% of the time it may pop out. So there's too many things at play while that happens. Saravanan is breaking. It's board number 5. He's leading 14-5 in this semi-final match in the 28th Nationals, in the 28th US national being held here in New Jersey.
You know, while they are playing Murli, I do want to make a mention. I want to take this opportunity of all the yeoman work that Bala and his team have done. The umpteen number of volunteers who have taken their time to get this broadcast available to you. I mean, right in front of us, we have Rahul and Panna who are working tirelessly to ensure that we are getting the broadcast to you, and of course, Naveen, who has worked wonderfully behind the scenes. And They do not get enough accolades, but I think I want to take this opportunity, and Murli, I'm sure you echo my sentiments as well.
Absolutely. You said it right. This has to be called out. This is not easy. The production that you're seeing comes to you live here from New Jersey on multiple cameras. There are multiple broadcasts happening simultaneously as well. And you see that everything is integrated as the scores happen. You're looking at the scores. We also were initially, when you recall, we did have stats in terms of head-to-head matchups, as well as how did they stack up in terms of the strokes, the unforced errors, and so on. I think this is yeoman's work, as you said, and it takes a village to build anything. And this is all pro bono work. It's honorary pro bono. I tip my hat just like you. So
And
this
you stole the words from my mouth, pro bono. These are Carrom players. These are Carrom lovers. They love the sport and they are doing it for the betterment of the sport so that we can bring you a product. You guys sitting in the comfort of your own homes and enjoying this broadcast. The score that you see right now, it says 9 for Saravanan and 5 for Deep Joshi. It should be 14 and 5. We will get that corrected. The score on the screen, we will get that corrected momentarily.
It's 14 and 5 on should be showing on the scoreboard here on the digital scoreboard.
And Deep Joshi is right now on a defensive mode, Murli. I have seen him play 2 defensive shots right now, and he's got certainly a fair number of blacks that he needs to pocket and clean up.
Oh, the pressure is on. It's Saravanan making sure Deep is on the defensive. Deep is on the mat, so to speak. He covers one part of the ground nicely instead of trying to pocket more coins. After all, oh, that's a miss. That's an opportunity as well. I still think the board is in favor of Saravanan, and we need to see how the kiddo pulls this one off. That was very, very nicely done, calm and composed. Deep Joshi was not calm and composed on that one.
No, that coin did not listen to him.
Was it?
And again, nicely done there by Murli. I mean, nicely done by Saravanan.
The cat and mouse continues. The white goes back into the other base, I guess. Oh, he pushed it back in. I think he puts himself in a quandary here, don't you think, Dr.
Well,
Naveen?
right now, Deep is going to be ensuring that Saravanan does not have a finish.
Oh, he does have a finish.
Now he does.
That was a defensive move gone wrong.
And if he finishes his, oh goodness, look at that. Now you would not see that from Saravanan, Chandrababu.
Is it getting too excited?
Rushing the stroke sometimes. He knew he had an easy cover. Let me get through the queen and finish the board. I want to do it yesterday, not today. That kind of thing sometimes sets in and you make those mistakes.
That's going to be a huge swing on the score if Deep is able to pull it off.
It would have been 20 in favor of Saravanan. And now, Deep Joshi, if he gets this one, and he will... oh, look at that.
It's bothering him. That part,
Talk
and it's
about bothering him, bothering both of them, and it's bothering me and you as well.
How do you recover from this? Oh, that's nice.
Good comeback by
It could be
Joshi.
moisture on the board. It could be the moisture on the striker. It could be the foul in that part of the board. I don't know how.
No, you're right.
How you
Absolutely,
took
it
care
could
of
be any
that.
of the above,
Joshi to break.
and sometimes your muscle memory fails you, and you're not able to execute the stroke. And we've talked about this in the past. There have been players who are good caliber players who will have a little bit of a jerk when they're releasing, but the coin goes into the center of the pocket. I have seen players who will sometimes jump off their seat, but still the coin goes in. So it's a lot of it is your motor system, your central nervous system that controls the nerves, that control the muscles, which ultimately execute your stroke to get the coin into the pocket. But
That was not Nilesh Mehta speaking. That was Dr. Nilesh Mehta speaking to you about what he also knows, apart from being a star commentator, player, etc., etc.
my playing days are way past me, my friend. But I certainly enjoy this Carrom camaraderie, sitting next to my friend Murli here, doing the commentary here in the city of Pompton Plains, New Jersey.
Absolutely. Board number 6, I think, is just started. It's Deep's strike.
And his strikes have been consistent.
It's pretty effective, giving him quite a few options. He releases the middle part. No, I think conservative first is the approach. You're trailing. It's a 6 board. Two more boards to go. This has happened the 4th time in the past 10 minutes. I think it's a bunch of nerves. It cannot be the board.
This cannot be the board. This cannot be the moisture or the striker getting extra powder on its playing surface. I doubt that. But Saravanan leading by 5 points. This is, of course, the second game of a 3-game set. And Deep Joshi having won the first one. For those of you just joining us and listening to this broadcast with Murli and myself, Nilesh Mehta, Deep Joshi won the first game on a timeout that the referee had called, and he
No, the hard stop, you mean?
the hard stop,
Yeah.
the hard stop, and he won by 1 point.
As he was leading at that point in time, and the rules for the tournament to make sure we have a good viewing experience, which is time boxed, and we can get an outcome without waiting for infinite time to happen.
But I have a question on that. When it comes to these important matches like semi-finals and finals, should there be a consideration to eliminate those hard stops? Because these are important matches.
I think the jury is out generally in any sport in terms of as we become more and more a spectator sport in the world of Carrom. It becomes a streaming issue, it becomes a telecast issue, it needs to be time boxed so that we can have a time box result. For example, if you did a few years back in Wimbledon, there was a game between Eisner and his opponent which went on, 2.5 days? I think every sport is trying to measure itself and figure out what it can do. Why is T20 a rave? It's simply because it's a time box, 3.5 hour capsule, and there's a time box. Being time box is for a reason. It's for a reason of making it competitive. Stick to the rules. Yes, from an artistic point of view, it may be that they're jousting for position, they're jousting to be supreme between themselves. Why have a time box? As I said, the jury is generally out. I think it's all for the improvement of the game.
I think talking about the timeouts, even in the T20 format, when the umpires when the DRS comes into play, people are complaining it's taking too long for the umpires to even review. So this is let's get the show back on.
Yeah. So I think everything will go through a phase of improvement, a phase of acceptance, forming, norming. Uh, the disenfranchised are the ones who are being the regular violators of rules. Again, not intention, but again, the pressure of the situation. 18th over in cricket, if you're being tonked all over the stadium, you do need to take a pause and use pause as a mechanism to build some momentum gap, right?
No, Murali, you are at the forefront of Carrom administration, not only in the US but internationally also, in terms of attempting to bring innovations in the game of Carrom. If I were to pick your brain, uh, you don't. That was a lucky one.
Confirmed by
And
Saravanan
Saravanan
Babu.
says, "Sorry, Deep. I didn't mean to do that, but
The
I'll,
same.
I'll get back to my question a bit later on after we
Sure
finish
thing.
this board.
This is quite very sure.
But that was a lucky break. But
So remind the audience again, this is Deep in board 6, trailing 9 and 14 against Saravanan Babu. In the second set of the best of 3 sets that comprises or makes up the semifinals of the 28th US Nationals tournament in Falkland Plains. It's a very crucial board. Saravanan made the queen. I'd rather be lucky than talented, is what
Due
most people say.
talk about unforced errors, a tennis term a sport that you follow so religiously. A due comes in, and
It's difficult to see how Saravanan is going to. Oh, he's going to bring the.
that
Okay,
was
that's a nice
brilliant, I
move.
thought.
That was a nice move. I think Deep is doing the right thing in terms of taking the black out of the equation, which can be used as a pawn, PAWN, in getting. Uh, it does give him a few more options there. Whoa, he did back himself up to finish that.
Look at that.
Since he got the queen, it'll be a play of 6 points at this point. That's 5. And potentially 4.
DP saying, "Don't count me out, guys. I can take this shot, bring it home."
It was very difficult to defend the black out there.
Yeah. This is a 10% coin, 20% coin. You think? What do you reckon?
Whoa, that is a 5%. He made it 95%.
Yeah.
That's a great attempt. I think the scoreboard now will play itself in before the 7th board starts. And the scores are going to be 18 and 9. 2 boards to go.
So getting back to that question that I had, Murli, in terms of making the sport of Carrom more glamorous, it is easily accessible. People can buy a Carrom board and play, but talk about a competitive level. Do you vision a possibility of bringing more innovations like we have in cricket, where the Test match and the ODI and the T20 and now the T10s? Do you see the sport of Carrom going in any sort of direction like what other sports have?
That's a very pregnant question and important question. The Congress of the International Carrom Federation meets a couple of times a year. We wish it's more often. Plans are laid out. We have new countries coming in as new members into the International Carrom Federation. New Zealand is one of the newest one, and last year Singapore came in. There has to be more massive efforts to promote the game in many more countries. I understand you are asking about the formats and how do we grow the game and make it reach the far reaches of the world. So I think in general, thanks to COVID and thanks to a lot of the events being televised now worldwide, be it from Poland, be it from Serbia, be it from the United Kingdom, We have obviously India does an excellent job of broadcasting the matches. They have lots of marquee matchups as well as matches, and that helps access in terms of people watching and aspiring to be part of the tournament level playing of the game. Yes, just like ping pong or something like chess, every home there's a copy of the game and people play it. But playing chess at a tournament level is a completely different ballgame. So there's a if I want to break it down into 3 or 4 issues, we are focused now on making it a spectator game. Once we make it a spectator sport, it'll help people uh, want to play the game, and then we make the equipment available, and then we grow the game from sheer what do you call people coming on board, and then we'll look at how to improve the formats and stuff like that. Because I think we're pretty decent at this point in time in terms of the format we have. I don't think we'll see any significant new change in the format. I know that was a pregnant answer to a pregnant question, but generally that's the thought at the ICF at this point in time.
I always like to bring some kind of a cricket analogy in the discussion, and IPL has been such a huge success. Do you vision in the next 5 years that there will be teams across the country, whether in the US or India, where there will be a kind of a premier league in Carrom, where there will be team owners that will be putting their own players and have team events. Do you think that we've already had that in the US already? We've had the Carrom Premier League, which was very nicely attended by a lot of players. But after this stroke, we'll
Three white
finish
caramel
that.
on the
But what a
board.
lovely finish there by Deep Joshi, as
That is an awesome.
he was really going all guns there, and certainly
Twelve
the score has now 18 is Saravanan and 12
in the break.
in favor of Deep Joshi. A 6 point difference, and this is the last board, Murli, and we will continue that conversation a bit later on. But let's get back to the game. How do you see this last board coming out? Deep, if Deep wins this last
Second
board,
game, seventh
it's all over for Saravanan Chandrababu.
Deep
Uh,
break.
I think there's a lot at stake, and both of them are up to it to make a mark. I think that was a mind-blowing finish that you just saw on board number 7, where Deep completed quite a few amazing shots to get ahead or get some points on that board, which looked impossible. Deep just broke on the 8th break of the second set. It's interestingly poised.
And what you just saw Saravanan do is he didn't want to mess around. He just wanted to clear the pocket. He wasn't trying to take his black. So I'll just drop that white and keep that pocket open for me.
Absolutely. Because several of his points are pointed in that direction, and Deep is trying to make sure.
And I think Sarvanan's main aim right now is if he were to pocket the red, which is now sitting close to his on his side, if he gets the red and the cover, this board
Is all but done.
is all done. So this is
Queen
going to be
confirmed
of
by Saravanan
pure
Babu.
academic interest, and we will be going on to game number 3.
Now that is ahead, and it's can potentially only tie the board. If Saravanan takes this, Deep can still tie.
Because there are 6 points. If he finishes now, but it would be a Herculean task at the moment for him to. But let's see, you never count anybody out. And so all Saravanan has to do is take 1 coin and just play it safe, not do any double dues or dues, and play it simple.
Do you think they'll continue the board? It looks like they're going to get some practice for the next game, and that's what we talked about. Practice a few shots for in preparation for the third game or the third set.
But while they are finishing up this board, which is uh, going to be done soon, getting back to team events, Murli, what are your thoughts? Because I have participated in some of the team events, and players oftentimes also enjoy those team events as long as the teams are relatively evenly matched. I mean, if I were to like form a team, I cannot steal Saravanan and add Ajay or and Murli in my team.
Oh, that's an awesome thought. First of all, you're you're spot on in terms of one of the ways to grow the game is to make it interesting and have it as a IPL or a Players League kind of an event. There was obviously a couple of attempts both in the United States and India to have team events going, and that's good for the sport.
One white caramel on the
But
board.
in terms of, for example,
4 points to Saravanan
every
Babu.
that concludes
Second game in
set
favor
two
of Saravanan Babu by
of the best of
22
three
by
sets
12.
that
5 minutes break.
comprises the semifinals of the 28th Nationals, U.S. Nationals, Carrom Championships here in Poplar Plains, New Jersey. The players do get a 5-minute break and come back to do battle again. A couple of last words before we take a break for us to come back to the third game. In terms of PL or team events in Carrom, I think it's been great. A couple of beginnings in terms of in the United States and in India. More has to happen at the world scale. I would go back to the previous point I was making from an ICF perspective in terms of how do we make Carrom a spectator sport? How do we have bleachers set up so that people can watch on jumbotrons what is happening uh, in terms of on the board, so everybody gets into the game? It also, I mean, what are we trying to accomplish here, Dr. Nilesh? We're trying to be the voice in the head as you watch this telecast so that we can make some sense of all those people who are probably watching or stumbled upon this telecast for the first time, people who are in intermediate or advanced playing modes. I'm sure in the next couple of months this is going to be watched by at least 1 million people. That being said, I think those are things that we are trying to accomplish to make it a spectator sport. Bring teams will be more successful when a city or a state or a country owns the team, and then they're pitted against each other.
Well begun is a half done, as they say oftentimes. And I think what my thought is, and I agree with you, Murli, completely, that the charm of a team sport is different than the charm of one individual pitted against another individual. And IPL, of course, is a completely different sport, different format. But I think that the fact that Maharashtra Cricket Association, Maharashtra Carrom Association, I beg your pardon, has done such amazing work of broadcasting and YouTubing through their channel, Carrom worldwide, and they have certainly been in the leaders. And what we have done here in the US with Bala's team and also Jaydev in Texas, who has done his work, I think we are clearly growing those opportunities of telecasting Carrom, and that is reaching out to more people. And like you said, people like to watch. They're sitting at home. Carrom is not going to be a spectator sport where you're going to bring in tons of people in the hall. They would rather watch this. And I know a lot of you watching right now, probably having lunch or coffee or a meal while Murli and I continue talking and bringing you this uh, Carrom event being held in New Jersey. So game three between Saravanan Babu and Deep Joshi will be
It's
coming up shortly.
And
as
it's poised very, very well.
points very well, one each as we go on a short break. I want to thank my co-commentator Murli for giving his, as usual, brilliant cerebral thoughts on the game of Carrom.
Dr. English, it's always a pleasure. You lead the way for us, and we are just mere followers. So thank you for what you do. We are all collectively making the sport great. Thank you so much. We're going to be on a 5-minute break before the players come back and get set to go again.
Naveen.
Oh, yeah.
Down there.
Yeah.
Under that.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yes. Bye. वो भी लगाना है ना?
Just like you're taking time. For me, it's like fast with them.
Yeah, true.
I did that a couple times
Yeah.
with others.
Yeah.
I cannot. I cannot
Oh,
do
yeah?
this. That's why it's stopped me.
Oh,
Otherwise, you know me, I'll do fast.
Yeah. I know.
But because yours, what I did with others, I started playing it slow.
Okay.
So my game,
Yeah, that was not the best idea.
I lost.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So that's why, like I said, I like to go up.
Yeah. So yeah, like rather.
Yeah, it's a fresh body for me. Every time I play, it's kind of, it's nothing for me. I like this.
No,
You take time, that's your game.
Yeah.
But my game is like faster.
उधर बनी अच्छा बहुत है
there you go.
यार वो फ्रेश है बोतल शायद वाटर बोतल
You lost it, right?
Saravanan,
Your phone is here.
Yeah, it's mine.
Do you want?
Yeah, that's fine.
one game each. Now third and decisive game. Third game, first board. Saravanan Babu to break. Score love all.
Timer is started. Sorry.
Play.
Welcome back, guys and gals, back to Pompton Plains, New Jersey. Third match. Between Deep Joshi and Saravanan. Saravanan is sitting on the right side of your screen, and Deep Joshi is on the left of your screen. Ajay Arora has already reached the finals on the other semi-final. This is a timed match, 45 minutes, and the winner of this will be meeting Ajay Arora in the finals of this 28th United States National Carrom Championship. We are coming to you live from the city of Pompton Plains in New Jersey, an event held at the Wyndham Hotel here in New Jersey. We've seen Deep Joshi win the first game, and that was on a hard stop that was called by the referee as 45 minutes had elapsed on the match, and then Saravanan came back to win the second game. So this is the third and final game between Saravanan Babu, the 11-time US national champion, and of course Deep Joshi, a young man from Seattle, Washington. Saravanan taking these two home shots. He has the red open, and that's an uncharacteristic miss. A much firmer stroke than what he would have liked on that occasion. The coin came back quite significantly there on that occasion.
Queen confirmed by Deep Joshi.
Deep Joshi certainly has capitalized on that mistake by Saravanan as he
3 white caramel on
gets
the
the
board.
first
6
board
points to Deep Joshi.
of this third and final game, as he has taken the lead 6-0.
Third game, second board. Deep Joshi to break, score 6-0.
Deep Joshi will be breaking on the second board here, having taken the lead, is always helpful when you are in the lead, especially when you got points on opponent's break. That certainly puts you in a much more comfortable position as referee Mr. Arora has
Yes, play.
just given the green signal to Deep Joshi. Second break, second board. Deep's breaks have been very consistent. Deep was trying to get the other white just out. He succeeded in the second part of his attempt, but failed to get the home shot. So we'll try and tap the coin, but did make both the coins accessible for his next play. Nice touch there by Deep Joshi. And now he's going to pull the three whites and the red towards his base. One white on Deep's right could be the one that he will have to navigate through. Whether Deep will push the other black to make room for the red, but he misses the coin. And now the question for Saravanan, does he remove that white to open up the lane, or does he keep that defense? Well, he keeps the defense. Instead, he defends the other white to open up that hole, that pocket. This time he had no choice but to open it up, and a confidently taken red by Saravanan. Saravanan opens his account with 6, so we are tied 6-6
Score 6
in the
each.
third and final game between Saravanan Chandrababu and Deep Joshi. Ajay Arora, having won his match and has already entered the finals, will be playing the winner of either Deep Joshi or Saravanan Chandrababu.
Third set, Saravanan Babu to break in the third board, score 6-all.
Saravanan Chandrababu to break
Yes, play.
is on the right side of your screen. And a lovely break by Saravanan. Oftentimes the break does define how the board will go, but it could sometimes just take one stroke from the opponent to move the Carrom men around in such a way that everything changes. Any miss at this level can potentially turn out to be costly, and every move you make has potential consequences. Another miss by Deep Joshi there. Defending, bringing the white to his base. Selection of the coins, of which ones to play, and oftentimes, more importantly, which coin not to play, can be very important factors in figuring out the outcome of a particular board. I have been very impressed by the volunteers who have been working for this event and who have helped out tremendously throughout the organization. And we certainly cannot thank the volunteers enough for all the work, as Deep Joshi now has a finish to take another 6-point
Confirmed by Deep
lead
Joshi.
in this match with Saravanan. A home shot, and now the score is
White Carrom on the
12 to
board.
6 in favor
6
of
points to
Deep Joshi, as we have finished 3 boards in this final game between Saravanan and Deep Joshi. Deep Joshi won the first game, Saravanan won the second game, and this is the final game
Third game,
of this
fourth
3-game
Deep Joshi to break
to
score
figure out
12
who will
against
win
6.
this match and face Ajay Arora in the finals of this 28th US National
We
Championship.
will see the timing.
Deep Joshi was
Simultaneously both the things.
had really very successful breaks barring one or two, and there we go. The referee is cleaning up a little bit of the extra boric acid powder.
Yes, play.
Board number 4. And this time Deep does not capitalize on the break. Nice shot by Saravanan. Again bringing one more black on his base, which also potentially blocks the pocket as well. And what does Deep do? He tries to get his whites in there, but Saravanan certainly has been doing quite well, and now he pulls. At least has one coin on his right base. That's a rare miss by Deep Joshi. You see the style of play between these two, Saravanan and Deep. As he pockets the red and gets
Confirmed by
the
Saravanan
cover.
Babu.
And is he going to use that to release the coins? He certainly gave it a good attempt and goes for this cut. Deep has his work cut out for this board. He attempted the cut, but missed that one. And a lovely shot there by Saravanan. Almost had that. Saravanan almost had that. All 9 whites on the board for Deep Joshi. Let's see how much can he reduce it by. Nice rhythm. And he defends. And it is touching the frame, so a tap shot could be what we just saw. Is he going to defend again or clear a few more? He's going to go for a few more. And played a nice rebound shot, which also gives him the defense. And Saravanan very intelligently just brought it out. And from 9 he's down to 5. And there you go, defense again. And again, a well-placed defense as well. Deep is not going to play the white on the left side. He's going to stick around on this side. That's a great shot. Very carefully measured shot. So from 9 whites on the board, Deep is down to 2. Well done by the young man.
One black caramel
And
on
that
the board.
is
1 point
a
to
performance that Deep Joshi will be proud of. Saravanan only had 1 black on the board and all his 9 whites on the board. And Deep Joshi very confidently and craftily took 1 by 1.
Saravanan Babu
And
to
the key
break
on that board obviously was the 2 defense
5th board of the 3rd game.
situations that Deep navigated himself
Score
through,
6 against
which Saravanan
13.
was having trouble to navigate through. So it's 13-6 the score in favor of Deep Joshi. This broadcast on the live YouTube channel is being brought to you from the state of New Jersey in the city of Pompton Plains, where over the last 3 days we've had unbelievable amount of Carrom action.
Yes, play.
As the 4th board, Deep Joshi leads 13-6, Saravanan to break. Saravanan trailing, and this is the last game. Good attempt there by Deep Joshi. Now has a pocket that is blocked. And that's the advantage of the coins when they don't go in. Just defended the queen, not making it easy for Deep. Nice control shot between those 2 whites. Nicely done by Deep. Wanted to ensure that queen is not an easy giveaway. Saravanan will have to work hard for it. Nice shot. The red opening was there, and Deep certainly capitalized on it.
Queen confirmed by
Gets the
Deep
cover.
Joshi.
And he moved the white because it was what is called as a bomb shot coin, or the idea coin, as some people call it. There's a good defense there by Saravanan as well. He's going to go for a double shot there. He did, and opened up the white on his left, Saravanan. These two players, Saravanan and Deep Joshi, have played against each other 5 times. And historically, Saravanan clearly has had the edge of having won it 4 out of 5 times against Deep Joshi. But all that at the present time doesn't really matter. It's about game 3. It's about winning every board, especially when you're trailing 13-6. It's a little difficult rebound. He'll have to adjust the angle. Oh my goodness, what a shot. What
White
a
on the
shot
board.
by Deep Joshi. That was brilliant. Very well executed, young man.
4
And
points to Deep
that
Joshi.
takes him to 17 and 6.
Board number?
So this game seems to be slipping away from the
Board
11
number 6,
time
Deep Joshi to
United
break.
States national
Score
champion
17-6.
Saravanan Babu, as Deep Joshi has taken a 11-point lead as we go into the 6th board. Deep has played a very controlled game, and he certainly has kept his fundamentals very straightforward and simple. As referee Mr. Arora just surveys the placement of the coins and has given the green signal
Yes, play.
to Deep Joshi. Saravanan missing. So that was a deliberate defensive move. Made his white easier and pulled the black in his ways. Saravanan has to win this board. It's almost imperative for him to stay and have a chance to win the semi-finals. the turning shot that Saravanan will attempt. Beautiful shot there by Saravanan. Perhaps not exactly what he wanted. Saravanan now going for the red, a crucial moment of this board.
Queen
Well
confirmed
played
by
there.
Saravanan Babu.
And got, going to make a third pocket, and he misses. 5 whites for Deep Joshi to navigate through. Saravanan has taken the queen. Good attempt by Deep Joshi, but if Saravanan pockets this, he gets 6 points. And now
Three white Carrom
the
men on the
difference will
board,
be
6
5,
points to
so it will be
Saravanan.
17-12, and 2 boards to go. So it comes down to the last 2 boards, guys.
Third
17-12, Deep Joshi leading.
Saravanan
Who
Babu
will
to
be
break
the winner
seventh board.
of this semi-final contest to take on
Score
Ajay Arora,
12 against
who is the
17.
reigning champion of the US Nationals? An important break, an all-important break. The 7th board. A very crucial break for Saravanan. He has to capitalize on this in a big way and get a big board. But unfortunately for Saravanan, he misses the break, and now Deep Joshi will have to ensure that either he wins the board, or if he were to lose, by a very small margin. Saravanan missing that white. Is Deep Joshi going to be using that coin to open up something else? Just brought the other one back. Keep it simple. Nice measured strokes by Deep Joshi there. Now he'll probably pull, but the red comes out. That is something that he probably was absolutely not planning. But look at that miss. That can come back to haunt Saravanan in a big way. Deep will be looking for the simplest of all covers.
Queen confirmed by Deep
And
Joshi.
that's a big moment of this board. Saravanan missing the red and Deep Joshi capitalizing. That will give a lot of confidence to Deep. Now, Saravanan has no choice but to go all out and try and clear up this particular board if he has any chance in the last board. But again, he misses. It is certainly at the moment advantage Deep Joshi. Saravanan will desperately want to win this board. Deep Joshi has this pair. This is very uncharacteristic of Saravanan at this juncture of the match. Missing coins like that. Can Saravanan do some magic here? Can we see the vintage Saravanan Chandrababu back in life here or not? Let's find out. Doesn't seem so. Last coin of this 7th board, and Deep has already taken the queen, so it will be 9 points in favor, and this ends the match between Saravanan Chandrababu and Deep Joshi. Deep Joshi has won the semi-final, and now he will take on Ajay Arora for this 28th US Nationals Carrom Championship. And what a wonderful performance by the young Deep Joshi. Certainly we did not see the best of Saravanan Chandrababu in this particular match, but take nothing away from Deep Joshi as he displayed his calm, cool character throughout the entire match and manipulated his defense and mixed it up with some brilliant offense. Some of the cuts that Deep Joshi has played, those were absolutely brilliant. So there you have it. The semi-finals between Saravanan Chandrababu and Deep Joshi has just ended, and Deep Joshi will now be playing against Ajay Arora, and we will be bringing you the finals in a few moments from now. Until then, this will end the broadcast of this live streaming on the US Carrom YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be back with you with the finals.
Okay, so you have, I told them to come at 2:45. Between 2:45.
Saravanan missed kiya usne.
So you have 1
Missed a
hour.
lot. He was not in the
Don't know, proceed. On that, quick checks. Quick checks.
खेला, पकड़ के खेला उसको.
Quick checks. Okay, soon. ये
करना है बोर्ड.
नहीं रुक हाँ वो तो देखना ही है. This cable, so once connected to the main screen, it is becoming a source.
Don't tell me that also has to be changed.
Is there any non-source? It's okay if it runs in between any non-source display kind of a HDMI
You
cable.
want it to switch? I'll give you. I'll switch it. Don't worry about it. You tell me what you need. I'll switch it.
Okay, then
I'm looking for new cables. Forget it. I'll get you whatever you have. In that, I'll switch you.
But I don't know if it's going to work. Can we just get a raw cable and test both ends out?
Yes.
Then we can wire it.
But
हम लोग over कर रहे हैं
एक
wiring.
मिनट, ये जो अभी मैंने सेकंड वायर दिया,
हाँ.
ओके वो कर ले टेस्ट. वो ओपन ही है. वो कहाँ कौन सा चिपका हुआ है? That is an open wire.
Okay, can you tell me where this is going?
Which one is it? Which does it have a lot of long? Hold on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a shake on this. Can you tell me where this is going? Is this going to the camera or is this going to the main output?
ये बीच में पैनल खोल देना थोड़ा.
मैं खोल रहा हूँ राइट. ये वाला वायर है मतलब क्या है? तेरे आईफोन पे जा रहा है.
हाँ?
इमरजेंसी वाला आईफोन पे जा रहा है. ये आईफोन पे जा रहा है रेड वाला.
So that is done correctly. So then that is done correctly.
What else do you want? What else do you want?
Okay. So the point is this: we are not seeing anything on the TV. Okay.
Okay.
Output coming from this is going here. Okay. I have a simple HDMI splitter going half going here, half going there. Okay. Let's see what happens when I plug in this guy. ये देख. So this is acting as a source now. Oh, आया. उधर भी आया. हाँ? Fantastic.
Same thing is coming. कौन सा वाला मैं जाके बैठता हूँ समझ में आएगा. कौन सा वाला है?
Okay.
कौन सा पढ़ेंगे?
This board. This board.
हाँ ये क्या है आ रहा है
You just said he's not going to ask. You guys said.
gets priority.
This is no, leave it as it is. Ready you hear?
So you need to settle down few days now. Okay? मेरे को भी नहीं अच्छा लग रहा उस साइड. Okay? We'll take care of it.
Yes. And yes. Okay, perfect. Not enough, man. Ask him. Joshi con phone tayo. அப்படியே விட்டுரு என் ஃபோன் கொடுத்துரு ஃபோன் கொடுத்துரு Two four six eight. Hey Mandar.
ये वायर पकड़ना है, ये एक मिनट वायर पकड़ दो, ये मैं उठाने वाला, ये दोनों उठाने वाला. कैसे था इधर? थोड़ा एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा.
अच्छा ये तो सेंटर में था भाई।
ये कौन सा वाला है? हाँ ये नहीं।
बेंचित इतना करके दो कंप्लेंट ही करते हैं।
पूछा ना मैं झूठ बोलने वाला है कि पता नहीं तीसरा
पता
ही
I don't-
we don't I don't know
we don't know
we
the-
asked someone to do it they did it
नहीं वी डोंट नो द बोर्ड।
this is going to be maybe multiple camera angles. तो माइक्रो अगर कौन सा थोड़ा सामने एक्चुअली ना ये करना चाहिए।
You have a HDMI handy, Kota, very small.
इधर एक है ना पेड़ पड़ा हुआ है मल्टी डायरेक्शनल वाला। हाँ मल्टी डायरेक्शनल वाला।
Small one.
नहीं small one is big one doesn't matter either a multi directional वाला। We are not using it right because this is see look at this. You put it right there. It was working bi-directional. ये वाला
कैमरा
which one?
दिस इज द वन दैट हैज टू गो
ये
कैमरा। वो कहाँ से करेगा?
No change the requirement ये कभी बोला नहीं थी मेरे को। Okay.
हम वायरलेस यूज करने वाले थे बट वायरलेस पे रिलाई नहीं कर सकते।
एक मिनट stand by there. एक hold up. This is one HDMI cable which is going to your key. Okay. Can you use this here?
I can use that.
Huh? Because this is so long that it can easily go to Ajay's camera.
तो थोड़ा सा एडजस्टमेंट करेगा।
बट तो उधर भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा। ये निकाल देगा वो दूसरा लगा देगा।
मेरे को इतना छोटा है कि लेना चाहिए। आई नो वी हैव अ लॉट।
हाँ वो ये वो मोटा वाला है एक्स्ट्रा बट वो कहाँ जा रहा है पता नहीं है। Why would I keep it? Why do you want that? कौन सा?
ये वाला जो जगह भी है वो अजय का कैमरा के लिए है। Okay, what is here is going to go to
Ajay's camera. What is in your hand
is going to come here.
What else do you need?
Commentators, which is inside, I need a very small one.
Okay.
It doesn't big one at all.
Okay, so can you use this one?
Where is this going is the question. Now, can you press? Take out all these water bottles, please.
They leave it there also. Don't remove it. Don't take it out. Yeah, it's free. What is free? Yes, free. Just यार को मैंने अपनी तरह में करता हूँ. Better on it. कुछ नहीं तेरा काम से. Better on it. कुछ नहीं. You're not getting it. बस supposed to get it. You test this. This I'll take to that Ajay's camera. You test this one. और angle देख ले तेरे को क्या चाहिए.
Okay, this camera gets replaced.
Can you hold that?
We're not doing this camera, okay?
Okay, hold on. मैं निकाल देता हूँ. रुक जा, अभी निकाल देता हूँ. यहाँ end time
Okay, after we're done with the stage, Ajay's camera becomes. Listen.
You want me to connect it from
What is it? Where is it going?
It's going nowhere.
It's going nowhere? Okay, perfect. Pull it in. Pull it in. Pull it in.
Pull it in and connect it to this iPhone, and put this like you put your Android. Put this here for the commentators. Connect this and no. Which end are you pulling? You have to pull that end.
Oh, that one?
You pull that end in and connect it here, and this guy goes into the number 3 of the switcher. Number 3 slot of the switcher.
Let me do that first.
Vinita, I have a good idea. Next time, charge $1 per bottle. Fully refundable.
Look at this. Good idea.
Acha, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's make this the primary.
That's what you need to do.
Joshi. बहुत अच्छा था छोड़ना मंडा दो थोड़ा ज़्यादा
ओके हो गया
अरे ये क्या हो रहा है हाँ? कौन खींच रहा है ए राहुल you're pulling another cord you're pulling the wrong one
hang it there.
या निकल गया देखो नहीं
You're pulling the wrong one, man. No, it's not stuck with this. Oh, okay. I'm not pulling the wrong one. Oh, got it. So it's entangled. Chalo, no problem.
ये मेरे हाथ में नहीं है हाँ मैं करता हूँ
You find it?
वो भी कैमरे ये पूरा ट्राइपॉड लेके आओ ये नहीं चाहिए ना ये
नहीं
इधर ले मैं कर लेगा वो भी जोर बंद कर हाँ मुझे पूरी नीचे उधर
Button 2. Done. Hey, done.
Joshi की दूंगा फोन आए हाँ दूंगा फोन आए वो अदर एंड लिया देख Joshi अदर एंड ऑफ द How beautiful. सही क्या सही है ये
कहाँ पे है कौन सा वाला है
ये वाला ना ये रुक जा ऐसे मत खींच इधर बहुत कुछ
अरे ये तो इतना बड़ा है इसका ये देख
इसके क्या ओके दैट्स फाइन
है हाँ
नो दैट्स नॉट दैट केबल द वन दैट यू आर होल्डिंग मुझे लगता है वो
नहीं है
ओके
दे दे
दिस वन इज व्हिच वन
एक सेकंड दे छोड़ना
ना छोड़
ये
हां दे दूसरा एंड का है, दूसरा एंड का है।
पता नहीं भाई, वहाँ जाना
रुक जा रुक जा रुक जा, इधर रुक, ऐसे ही रुक।
मैं तो ट्रेस कर रहा था, ट्रेस करने में फंस गया।
राइट, हाँ बोल किधर है?
ये तो 2 में जाएगा ना, HDMI 2।
ये है ना इधर, रुक जा। हाँ राइट, ओके नाउ गिव मी दैट एंड, गिव मी दैट एंड, राइट हियर, राइट हियर, राइट हियर, राइट हियर। ओके नवीन, टेस्ट दिस, वो उसको दे दे हैंड बिफोर यू कम आउट ऑफ इट। कौशिक उसको दे दे। और कौन सा नंबर बता, दबाना है बोल।
किस पे डाला है?
इधर ही, जिधर था उधर ही, उल्टा किया।
किधर था?
सेकंड फ्रॉम लेफ्ट, फ्रॉम राइट।
सेकंड नंबर 2 रेड है ना?
नंबर 2 रेड है, हाँ।
हाँ? सूट प्रो। हाँ। रुक।
I doubt. Give me my. Is it okay? Is it okay if I take it to your back? So, I mean, I'll arrange one. The one in the garden doesn't have to be here, but have the. रुक, मेरे बैग में मैं देख के आता हूँ।
Hey, Rahul, you are here, right? In the video out, எங்க போறதுக்கு? எங்க போறது? இந்த மாதிரி எங்க போறதுக்கு? இதுக்கு போறதா? Okay, இது somehow has to get connected to this.
This is laptop? Something came up.
Something came up?
I heard a beep. Okay, all matchups are finalized, created for all groups.